All right, so Steve, do you think Newcastle are actually a serious team, or are they bluffers? Or is it a little bit of a, you get the new manager bounce. Is it a bit of a new owner bounce?
New money bounce.
New money bounce. New money or flash.
No, I don't think they are serious yet.
Why not?
I don't know how far Eddie Howe can take them. I think he's done a good job. He's done a good job transforming them from the relegation fodder that they were. But in another season, is this Newcastle team a top 4 team? You've had Liverpool shit the bed. You've had Chelsea shit the bed.
Okay.
You've had Spurs doing their best to shit the bed. But they're a few points ahead of Brighton, Brentford, Fulham. Are we talking about them being serious contenders?
No, we aren't. But are you being a little bit critical though?
Yeah.
Because
that's what I do.
You said the relegation for this. You just basically...
No, it was... Eddie Howe has done madness. He's not done it with loads of signings.
Noah, Sunderland.
He's turned them... Yeah.
Do you think that's kind of odd though? The way that Sunderland and Newcastle, they basically have the same kit but just change the colour.
I think the entire North East is the biggest myth in football. They call the North East, right? Forgive me if I'm wrong, viewers, right? They call this the hotbed of football, don't they? That's what they say. Whenever someone refers to the North East, it's a hotbed of football. It's not even a warm bed, Ronnie.
A hotbed?
They call it a hotbed.
What makes it a hotbed? Apart from it being generally colder than the rest of the country.
Correct.
So...
Let me throw this at you as well. So, the Northwest, for me, is the hotbed of football. So, of your obvious teams, City, United, Liverpool, Everton, but you've also got your Blackburn, you got your Burnleys, you got your Berries. Whether or not it's a top flight team, it's still a big team. The Macclesfields, the Salfords, the Boltons.
Is that really as many teams down south though?
London's different because London's a city that's multiples the size. London's a hotbed though, and I wouldn't deny that. But the North East, so you got Middlesbrough, one town team, or a one team town. Newcastle,
either or.
It's a one team town.
Okay.
Sunderland, it's a one team town. So they've all got these rivalries. They got the Mackhams don't like the Geordies, and the Geordies don't like the Smoggies, and the Smoggies don't like. And what? Where's where's Newcastle City?
Listen, I'm impressed by your...
Where's Sunderland?
I'm impressed
Rovers?
by your... Hartlepool.
Where's Scunthorpe? Scunthorpe in this mix as well. Gateshead.
South Shields.
Garbage.
South Shields.
Garbage. Where's this hotbed of football?
And then they're trying to say they're real United, but that's a different story for another day. But on what you said about their actual overrating of how they've been doing in the league, when I was looking at the stats just then, they've drawn 11 of their 22 league games.
I mean, they're hard
Imagine
to beat.
drawing half of your games. So that tells me that they're on a fine edge.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? They're on a fine edge. They do have the second best defensive record in whole of Europe, though, by the way, in the top 5 leagues.
They're just behind Barca?
Just behind Barca, which is impressive. Really, really impressive.
Pope's saving like a mad percentage as well. I think it's like 82%.
Pope's a little bit of a myth, though. Pope's an amazing shot stopper, but he could never play for an elite team. He's one of the worst ball playing keepers in the league, but they don't play that way.
Yeah. Let me know if you want me to go further in on the fact that the North East is not a hotbed of football. How you got all these massive towns, massive cities, big iconic cities, just got one team in them? Tameside alone, right? Tameside. Half of you lot don't even know what Tameside is. Tameside is one of the 10 boroughs of Manchester. Tameside has got Mosley. It's got Curzon Ashton. It's got Ashton United. It had Drogsdale coming back.
National Geographic.
Bloods, right? You've got, where else is there? There's more than this in Stanley Celtic. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You've got all of these clubs just in one of the 10 boroughs of Manchester. Just one.
So of all of this that you're passionate about, not about Newcastle being a potential threat to the likes of United, you're only asked about geography.
I don't like how look. They was getting about 17,000 people watching him. Then Kevin Keegan took over and did a great job actually challenging, because he did challenge United for the title. It took us a very long way after spending a hell of a lot of money. But ultimately failed.
I find it mad how passionate you can be about something so fucking irrelevant. Newcastle, obviously, you're going on about the geography. But what's funny is if you actually look into their squad and team, it is the strangest. Like, they literally have a striker starting centre mid.
doing bits.
Their left back 6'12".
Better as a midfielder than he ever was as a striker, by the way.
Yeah, their left back 6'12", which is a bit of a strange one as well. They've got a McTominay regen that starts for him.
Yeah, worth 50 mil.
Longstaff.
Allegedly.
Yeah. They've got an.
Can I just say though? I think Bruno Guimaraes is one of the
he's a baller.
most underrated players in the Premier League. I think he is a genuine talent.
He is.
He should go for a big club.
He should have started Andy Gordon. But before that, they were starting Jamal Murphy, who's a League One winger.
Yeah.
Then they've got Almiron, who was an MLS winger up until this season. and then up front, you've got Callum Hospital Bed Wilson.
I think they're going to get Champions League football. And I think unless they invest heavily, but they do have the potential to do that. Next season, they're in their shit, mate.
Is that hoping?
No, I think they'll be in the shit. I think there's a massive drop-off. When you see teams that are coming out of the woods a little bit and then they get that first taste of European football, there ain't many that go from no football to Champions League. Everyone has to kind of go through the shit of the Europa League, right? They're going to go from no European football, which has helped them to get into the top four, to then have to maintain that top four. Liverpool will not be this bad next year. Chelsea will not be this bad next year. Liverpool are going to add that added pressure of that and European football on a squad filled with League One wingers. They're not a serious team.
I don't know. I think it depends on what they do in the window. But at the moment, I definitely think there's a ceiling that Newcastle have with the current squad and current manager that they're hitting at the moment. And I think they're getting a little bit of a PR boost because of the downfall of Chelsea and Liverpool.
And Spurs.
That's just Spurs.
That's just Spurs, yeah.
That's permanent.
But the one thing that is true in all of this is that they could do a madness in the window. They could do a Chelsea-level madness in the window. And that could be a problem. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.